Hi, grade 4. Today I'm going to be talking about one-digit quotients. So this one's a little bit more of a tricky thing, so we're going to use estimating to find the actual answers. So I'm going to go through one question with you guys so you guys can understand how to do it. So here's the question. Miss Van Leeuwen's sisters baked 212 loaves of bread in 31 hours. How many loaves of bread did they bake per hour? So the question's asking 212 divided by 31. So we're just going to have that little long division sign there. We're not going to use it quite yet. First, we're going to do our estimate. So what do we round the divisor to? So 31, what do we round it to? To round it to the nearest 10, I'd say at this point. So that would become 30. So that means 30 would go in the divisor spot in the long division sign. So then we have to go on to what do we round the dividend to? So what would we round 212 to? So we're going to round it to the nearest 10. So it'd be 210. So that means 210 goes in the dividend spot in our estimated long division. So then we have to ask how many 3's can go into 21? Yes, you heard that right. 3's go into 21. So remember before I made a video about how we had to cancel out the zeros, and then that would be how many zeros would be in the answer. So right now the two zeros would cancel each other out, so there'd be no zeros in the answer. So we're going to ignore the zeros for now and just work with the numbers. So how many 3's go into 21? So go through your 3 times tables quickly. So you go 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. So it'd be 7 times. So that means our 7 would go above the ones place because we know that there is no zeros going to be added to this. So what is 30 times 7? 30 times 7, go through your 3 times tables and add a 0 onto the end of it. So it'd be 210. So we'd subtract 210 from 210, which would equal 0 with no remainders. So now we're going to use that 7 when we find out the actual answer of our question. So now we're going to do 212 divided by 31. So we have to multiply the quotient of the estimate, so that was our 7, and the divisor of the actual question, so that's 31. So 7 times 31, I'm going to do this math for you, is 217. So now let's see, is that answer bigger than the dividend of our question? Is 217 bigger than 212? Yes. So if the answer was no, you would use the 7 as your quotient for 212 divided by 31. But because it is bigger, we have to do another step. So now we'd multiply the divisor by 6 because we want to get smaller than our dividend, not larger like we had before. So 6 times 31 is 186. So we put our 6 above the 2 in 212, the ones place digit, and then we move on with that answer. So we have a 6, but 6 times 31 equaled 186. So that was still too small for 212. So we're going to use 186 here to figure out the answer. So to find the remainder, we have to subtract 186 from 212. So we subtract 186. So quickly do that math in your head. See if you can get it. So the answer would be 26. So is 26 smaller or larger than 31? It's smaller, so that means we can't fit any more 31s into 26. So what would we do with this 26? What happens to the 26? It becomes the remainder. So how do we label our remainders again? We do an R and then the number. So our answer would be 6 remainder 26. So that means that my sisters baked 26 loaves of bread per hour. That's a lot of bread. All right, that's the end of what I have for you guys today. Hopefully it's made it a little bit more clear. If you have any more questions, I'm always there to help. You can call me anytime and I'll be there to help you guys. Hopefully you guys can get through this. I think you guys will be okay. All right, bye grade 4.